We discussed it specifically about Ruiz. And Kale Surland is reiterating the points we made. What do you say? That might be why Surland feels that Ruiz won't have an easy road back, because he's got all that money now. That green stuff could be burning a hole in Ruiz's pocket, making him want to purchase things left, right, and center. Ruiz is probably walking around at 27 stone, 378 pounds, said Surland. Good Lord. 378 pounds. Good Lord. I would guess he's probably walking around at 27 stone. So if you think he went off and put himself in a dark room like Joshua did after the Madison Square Garden fight and work like a fighter, I don't think Ruiz is going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. The question or the answer that Ruiz or Surland comes up with is that Ruiz ain't got it. Ruiz ain't got it in him to go in a darkened room like Joshua did after the Madison Square Garden events, escapades. He says Ruiz can't do that. Ruiz ain't got it in him. Ruiz can't do what Joshua did. Knuckle down to the task. He ain't got it in him. How do I feel about that? I feel the damn same. I feel exactly the same. Ruiz, as soon as he got the money, some people said we were pocket watching, but it wasn't pocket watching. It was just looking at a man who didn't know the meaning of the term deferred gratification. Just didn't know the meaning. Didn't know the meaning of just putting your gratification, your splurging, putting the splurging to one side. Didn't have a clue. And we are joined by none other than from Florida, US of A, the boxing Jedi. You know, when a man can't defer his gratification, you know, that's a very serious thing. It's deferred gratification. Deferred gratification. We've all watched Goodfellas. We've all watched Goodfellas. When you get that bag, you cannot splurge. You cannot splurge the boxing Jedi. You can't do it. And if you do it, that shows a lack. That shows something's lacking upstairs. Something's lacking upstairs. You can't hold on. You can't hold back. You're like a dog on heat. You can't wait to spend the dough. That shows a lack of deferred gratification. And the same way you can't hold back from spending that money is the same way you can't hold back. All you have to do is hold on for 6 months. The boxing Jedi, talk to me.
Yeah, man. You know, you just have to hold on, put the Snickers down for a bit. You know what I mean? Stop the splurging and the going shopping sprees. I mean, you know, you did that already before the fight, and obviously after the fight, you know, you look. It happened to the best of them. Yeah. Money is like a woman that you've been chasing, that you wanted, and then when you finally get her, you forget about everyone and everything, even yourself. There's times that you might forget to shave or shower because you're putting so much attention into. Well, it's the same thing as to what Andrew Ruiz is doing here with his money and his, you know, his how do you say, his newfound fame, right? But the thing is, he's forgetting. First, you're a fighter. Fighters make the money. Fighters make their whole career and reputation. It's not the opposite way around. Money does not make the fighter. You know what I mean? And that's basically what happened with Ruiz.
Okay, so Marla, the silk sheets. Was it the silk sheets that did him in? Was it? Was it the shopping at Frost? Shopping? What do they call it? Frost of London. London, making him icy.
I think you can see it. You see it a lot with some people. If they haven't had money their whole life, and then they get money, they just go insane. and I think that did happen to him. He came into riches, and he just went crazy, man, absolutely crazy on it. And I think he's immature as well.
Yeah,
he comes across to me as a bit of a boy.
Yeah. Yeah. What makes you say that?
Just his whole mannerisms.
Yeah.
Just everything about the guy doesn't come across to me as a mature man. It really doesn't, and I think it's a combination of those things have just trashed him.
Yeah.
I mean, I found it incredible. I told myself, like, I knew he'd blown up in fights,
Yeah.
and all that, but I sort of told myself, surely this guy has to know that if he fights AJ in the rematch and beats him, he's got a unification bout with Deontay Wilder. He has got, you're talking, if he beats AJ, it's worth tens of millions of dollars to him. Yeah. Surely he's going to be able to discipline himself for 3 months.
Yeah.
I told myself he would do it, and he didn't. And I was just, when I saw him come out at the weigh-in, it was just like, oh my God. In my heart, I knew he was toast, really. I had real concern. I felt he still had a puncher's chance in the fight, but that was all he had.
Yeah, he looked even more like a manatee. Just wanted to put that in.
Manatees, big boys boxing. Was it the silk sheets? What did Andy Ruiz in? What did him in?
Yeah, I think the money went to his head. He got that win. He thought it was easy. For some reason, he seemed to think AJ wasn't going to try and box him around, even though he was saying he knew AJ was going to try and box him around. Yeah. But I think in the back of his mind, he was still thinking, well, I'm still going to get another $13 million whether I win or lose. That's all the money I'll ever need. So, shot himself in his fat foot, that's for sure.
Man, shot himself in the foot, made himself do the damn moonwalk. And we got LDBC, Tanarus Robinson up in the building. You know, he brings that LDBC heat. You know, he gets people gnashing of teeth. He gets the gnashing of teeth going. And who do I see before me? None other than AJbxng live up in the building.
What's going on, Rafi? Happy New Year to the panel. Happy New Year to yourself.
Happy New Year.
Thanks
for the New Year, brother.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Can I just jump in what you're talking about? Ruiz is one of them controversial, talented guys who don't believe that he needs to work at his talent. That's what you saw there, right? When he got that fight with Joshua, I don't know if Joshua threw the scouting report out, the book and Eddie Hearn, they threw the scouting report of what his tendencies are. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, he won the lottery. He won the lottery, and he partied like he won the lottery. When he came into the fight, he more or less believed that he, in his own greatness, what happens to a lot of guys, and didn't work on what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? To maintain what you need to do, you need dedication and you need work effort. And obviously with him, by looking at him, he never had that, right? But he was talented. And that's very disappointing. To me, he reminded me of a Billy Joe Saunders. But obviously with Billy Joe Saunders, he's a two-weight champion. But I'm talking about in what you expect him to do. You know, they don't do what you expect to do. They let you down. Billy Joe Saunders should have been more active, this, that, the other. But regardless of that, he got his shot against Joshua, and he really didn't do anything more than what he thought he needed to do. He thought he could win in there. He believed in his own hype, and he lost $1 million payday. But I'll be honest with you, that's how boxing's supposed to be. The right guy who puts the work in, the one who trains hardest, the ones who put the dedication in. They're supposed to win. Yeah, Joshua shouldn't have lost to him, but Ruiz is a good fighter. Let's see what he does next. But understand. Hey, listen, everyone can say that he messed up, but bro, he's like how much millions happier? He's like 40 million happier. So it ain't that bad for him. It wasn't a bad Christmas for him, I can tell you that now. So we'll see how it goes. But
it was not a bad Christmas present.
I won't mind having that. Yeah, 7 million. I won't mind.
2019 has been a damn financially. It's been a bonanza. It's been a bonanza year for Andy Ruiz Jr. I talked about it extensively. Said I didn't like the splurging. I talked about him. I said he should defer his gratification. The fact that he can't defer his gratification, you know, it speaks of a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture to that. When a man can't discipline himself and say, listen, I know I got all that in the bank, but I'm going to sleep I'm going to sleep on the floor. I'm going to sleep on some yoga mats. You know, I'm going to feel the cold. I'm going to remember what it's like not to have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to move into the big house just yet. Let me move into the big house after the second fight. Let me stay hungry until the second fight. But instead, he couldn't do it.